We're after a particular deer that we nicknamed Slim. He comes out, and my first opportunity was probably at about 35 yards. I neglected to take the shot because I thought, why rush it? Just as I thought he was gonna turn and come down, man, I started to draw back. He got a whiff of something on the ground, and just like that, poof, he spooked out of there like someone had shot a rifle at him. As luck would have it, that was the last time we saw him.
Brought to you by Old Smokes Coffee Roastery and Cafe, Browning, G5 Outdoors, Prime Archery, Stealth Cam, Outdoor Edge, High Mountain Seasonings, Hornady, Canac Industrial Services, Portable Winch Co., Vortex, Wolverine Guns and Tackle.
Now, Steve, I don't know what the hell you're trying to do here, but you've left me no choice. I need to suspend you for at least a week.
I think Steve will be successful this year because we have trail cameras up and we have a whole bunch of blinds out, and he's up here for 3 weeks, so he's got lots of time to shoot Slim.
You just never know what's gonna rattle him and send him to a different county. So this is the third year we've been chasing Slim. Kelsey's been pouring a lot of work into it. Mark, I mean, ladies and gentlemen, this is the deer we've been hunting for 3 years now.
Okay, well, it's our first sit, really, of 2018. We've been here 3 days now, and this is the first time I actually sat in a blind. And believe it or not, it's not anywhere close to where Slim is. Yesterday we finally went in, put up a couple of sets, a couple archery tree stand sets, and dropped a ground blind for a rifle shot too. And we thought today we'd just give it a break, so instead of sitting around at the house this afternoon, I figured I'd come out to a spot we call Field of Dreams. Just see if anything's cruising around, so you never know. You never know when that next monster's gonna show up.
Well, let's recap yesterday. So yesterday we went in, we pulled all the cards, like 17 cameras out.
Yep.
Pulled all the cards, decided to go ahead and hang a set that we typically were seeing Slim in.
Yep.
We got that done. We put up an additional ground blind, 200 yards.
Yep, 200 yards away from where we typically have him intersecting on 2 cut lines.
Absolutely, 2 cut lines. So we did all this, and so I was nervous to do it.
Yep.
You know, because we
definitely nervous.
we know that's his area, and it's kind of one of those things. Again, you know, you go in there, and we have to put in the time to get all these stands and sets done. But we're in there for like 4 hours. We're leaving scent.
Yeah.
We're doing all kinds of different things, and then we come out. And we start going through literally thousands of pictures last night.
Yep.
And first bingo bango, there he is, Slim at night.
At night, yep.
4 cards later, boom, he's there in the daylight.
Yep.
And he's there in the daylight where we hung our archery stand.
Yep.
Like 30 yards from where we hung our
30
archery
yards
stand.
Walking around the water puddle. So just perfect setup. Hopefully he comes in and we can get this done.
Yeah, I mean, I'm so thankful to see him on camera, but then again, I'm sitting there going, you know, why couldn't he have been 2 miles away while we made all that noise?
And that brings me back to when you showed up, because I said I think he's on his walkabout right now. He's just out of there, so let's sneak in there and get it all set up and get everything done. And here we go. Put the cameras out, and there he is.
And you know, right now it feels so close. You know, like it feels like it's gonna happen, but I mean, we're talking about a wise old buck.
Yeah. And
I mean, the wise old Saskatchewan bush buck.
Yeah, that's right.
They're not easy to kill.
They're definitely not easy to kill.
You think this is over, HR lady? I am just getting started. Next week, when I come back, guess what? I'm gonna go downtown Red Deer. I'm gonna find the shadiest looking gypsy man I can and get him to pee in a cup for me. That's right, boys and girls. I'm gonna fail a drug test. That is at least 2 weeks off. With a whitetail rut coming early, I'm a thinking man.
All right, well, morning of day 2 after Slim. It's day 4 on the hunt, though. And yeah, we're just kind of gathered up in the morning. It's 5 a.m. Cliffy, what do you think the hunt's going to be like today, bud?
Might be all right. Depends.
Yeah? Good wind, good weather out there.
Is it? I
Yeah,
haven't looked.
yeah. Enjoying a cup of Java. What do you got in there, rum?
My name's not Joel.
There's my buddy Ned from Denver. Ned, say hello, Ned.
Hello.
And there's Virgil from the deep south,
From New Orleans,
New Orleans.
and just remember, who dat?
Who dat? There you go. That's part of Team Weber here this morning, and everybody's hopes are high. We're gonna smash some good deer today. And that's, you know, the hospitality that Cliff provides here. I mean, all the amenities, the house and the room and all that's great, but this great big shop that we're in here today, I mean, just being able to come in here and kind of spread my stuff out, and you know, it's just really nice. It's really accommodating.
Yeah, he comes here and just makes himself at home. Takes my whole shop and everything. Can't even move around the damn place.
Okay, well, I just woke up for a little bit of a mid-morning nap. And I looked out and started to panic. It's like a freaking yard sale in here. Trying to find my binos, my gun. Had a buck down on the bait. Check it out. It's like 11 o'clock. So I got to have another square off of my Karen milk bar, which is good. He's just a spiker, so that's good. See, the sun's starting to come out, so that's good. Hopefully I'll check the trail cameras a little bit later. And I'm crossing my fingers that from about 10:30 to 11, there's no pictures of Slim. And if there isn't, then that would be good too. Little Bullwinkle. I've got to apologize the way I've got it set up. Kind of the area I'm in and self-filming. It's virtually impossible to get these animals walking in. Give you a little lead up. I wish I could, but this cut line I'm on is so narrow, and these animals kind of just pop out and appear. Now down there where he's at, again, we put out some alfalfa and some oats, and it's basically just to stop them. You know, we haven't had a plethora of animals coming in to feed, and when they do, it's just brief. At least right now I'm hoping it's brief with this moose, because he'll keep the deer off it for sure. You know, when you carry around a pack sack full of good karma like I do on most days, life just throws these little things at you, some twists and sometimes opportunities. And in the situation that we're in right now, oh, dear HR, I baked you cookies. Oh yeah, you know I will too. It is 10 to 9, and I've been having most of my action kind of between 10 and noon. And I've no The deer are not. So there's only one thing to do. I'm gonna go down there and scare them away. And I hate the thought of that because it's risk every time. There. I hope that works out. He's gone. And I feel better, so we'll see. Okay, well, here's the scoop. It is day 8 that we've been sitting for Slim. I think I missed day 7, but you didn't miss much. We're getting him on trail cam pics, but in the evenings, it's getting a little closer, you know, like we had him at 10 o'clock, then 9 o'clock, then just after 8 p.m. But still well into the evening. I mean, it's dark here at 6 o'clock. So we're going to reassess the situation here this morning. Mark's gonna come in and pick me up around 10 o'clock. We're gonna do a trail cam loop. Like, we've got 17 or 18 cameras out right now, and all in different locations. We thought this might have been the spot for sure, and it still might be. I'm just hoping for a change in weather, to be honest with you. A little snow on the ground wouldn't hurt. The deer come off this ridge, and they kind of follow this ridge down along this ridge and then drop down into the river valley, so not a bad spot. We did have some sightings of Slim here in the daylight last year. Problem is right now there's cows in here, but once those cows get moved out, this will be another really good spot for later November.
Okay, well, here's the deal. Had to take a little bit of a break from Slim to get a little teeth work done, a little dentist action. And yeah, had some wisdom teeth removed. I am
TV crew's here
doing the magic. Stop by, take a little break from hunting, and look at here. We got the crew. So that's probably not a good thing for me. And yeah, a little swole up, a little banged up, but we're gonna take care of a little work here in the office, and then this afternoon we're gonna head back to Saskatchewan to finish what we started. So, swollen up and talking like an idiot, but there's a job to be done. You know, he's always got the parts and pieces. Just the other day I had a tree stand go down, and you know, Cliffy wasn't around, but I come in the shop, you know, I've got access to all the tools, parts and pieces, you know, and I was able to scrounge up enough material and get it working again.
Yeah, the other day he broke his ladder for climbing a damn tree, and while I was gone, before I came back, he had everything stolen out of my garage. Next year I think I'll lock my toolboxes up.
Big shout out to Stealth Cam on this one, I can tell you that. We got 17 cameras running, and without them, and I mean, we're big bush country here. This isn't farm fields, this is northern Saskatchewan. Tell you what, these bad boys here. I'm not telling everybody to run out and buy 17 trail cameras, but I tell you to run out and buy 20.
For Cliffy, you know, I come back, and of course I'm very respectful, and I tell Cliffy, you know, I was in there and I was kind of using some tools, and you know, super supportive about that to me. You know, no problem, Steve. It's just, again, you know, just super accommodating.
And as soon as after he leaves, I'm gonna take inventory around and make sure nothing else is missing.
Always on my case. Oh, the TV's too loud. You gotta get your ears checked. You can't hear anything. Oh, you're getting old. You gotta go get your eyes checked.
Maybe get a pair of glasses. Oh, but here's the plus side. Maybe you'll see a little bit more deer. Well, let me tell you something. I haven't seen all day. Okay, well, this portion of the show is brought to you by a completely freaked out Steve Ecklund. I'll break this down for you as best I can. This morning, got dropped off, opted to come into the tree stand, and I just got my backpack up and I got it saddled up to the tree, and I looked over and I could see a deer coming in. I put the binos on him and I could tell it was Slim. He's coming in kind of from the backside over here. And from that moment on, I just went into silent mode. I didn't jack around. I did not pull out the camera. I did not hit the record button clearly. And I just sat as quiet as I could. Daylight started to break. And he took forever, man. I mean, he walked in over here to my right, came underneath me at about 20 yards, lots of brush, and kind of walked out and then stood quartering away at 25 yards. And I drew back and I cut the arrow loose. I mean, the shot was a little far back, but I'm not too panicked about it. I did get down. I checked the arrow. We had a little bit of blood. I'm just gonna wait. That's the right thing to do. I could hear him go up and crash, but he ran the entire way out of sight. I've called Mark and Kelsey, and I'm just gonna wait for them, and we're probably gonna just chill out, probably give it 2 or 3 hours, and then hopefully we'll be able to bring you the recovery on camera. But it's it's just one of these deals where I'm thrilled, I'm sick to my stomach, I'm super bummed I didn't get it on camera, but we're talking about Slim. I mean, this is a deer I've poured my heart and soul into, Mark and Kelsey have poured their heart and soul into for the last 3 years. To get my opportunity like that. Perfect. Okay, here. If you don't mind, and then I'll get in front of you. He's bleeding pretty good here now. Oh, Kels, look.
Oh, man.
Oh, hold on.
Big buck.
That's Slim, baby. Yes! Woo! Oh my God. Look at him. Oh my God. Let me get this camera set.
We got him!
Unbelievable.
Dude, he didn't lose nothing on the points. He just got heavier and heavier.
I don't even know what to say right now. I mean, other than thank you so much. With Team Weber, Miss Kels, head guide, Mark, again, thank you so much.
Pleasure.
You, mwah, there. I kissed another woman on TV. Where do I start? I mean, I guess I start by apologizing to you guys at home. I mean, I know you've been following along on this journey for Slim. I've been switching between the ground blind and the tree stand, bow hunting, rifle hunting, just trying to get anything, probably weather dependent, whether I went to the tree stand or went to the ground blind. I did not get the kill shot on video. I just drew back my bow, put the pin where I wanted it, and cut the arrow loose, and then I fell apart. I did, I'm not gonna lie, I fell apart, man. I mean, so much time and effort, not only on my behalf, but you guys. To see Kelsey, to see you go through what you do with your dad at your side is remarkable. I think that's so cool, so very cool. And I mean, this is a proud day for you, Mark.
It certainly is. It certainly is. All of us. Even Cliff too spent a lot of time out here.
Cliffy baiting and putting up with me and all my my stupid jokes all week. And then the fan base at home, not only watching on TV, but the fan base going through my trials and tribulations from the ground blind. I'm not proud of a lot of the things that I posted on social media, but to finally get my hands on Slim, the Ghost, you know, this is, we calculated it the other day, well, we're up over 400 hours of tree stand and blind time. These are all day sits, but you know, you kept telling me if you want to kill him.
It's a lot of mental toughness. You just being in the stand every day.
There you have it. The walk of solitude here right now. He's in the bike and I'm walking out and they're gonna follow up behind me. Team Weber. Tell you what, folks, you ever get a chance to come to northern Saskatchewan, do a whitetail hunt, check out Weber Outfitting. Mark and Kelsey Weber, wife Vanessa, one of the finest cooks, brilliant people, absolutely shirt off the back kind of people. Gems. And from the bottom of my heart, thank you very much. You know, and I'm sure at, you know, come Christmas time, you know, the card will just show up in the mail again, you know, Cliffy and his dog on there, both with the same haircut. It's weird, but again, you know, it's kind of cute too.
The Edge is brought to you by Old Smokes Coffee Roastery and Cafe, Browning, G5 Outdoors, Prime Archery, Stealth Cam, Outdoor Edge, High Mountain Seasonings, Hornady, Canac Industrial Services, Portable Winch Co., Vortex, Wolverine Guns and Tackle.